What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We're back again, talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Meehan. Sean, how is it going?
Good. How are you?
Wait.
Not doing a bit. I'm not doing...
You just answered that normally?
Just answer normally. Sometimes, Connor, I like to just have a conversation, okay? Sometimes I don't like to be the phenomenal performer that I was born to be.
Sometimes I just need a little me time. I don't have to be outgoing all the time, and I understand that, Sean, but this is week 97, and you've always had a bit for every episode, 3 episodes a week.
This week, on this podcast that I record with you, I just want some time to myself, okay?
Seems a bit counterintuitive, if you ask me, but really, Sean, what I want you to know, now that you've answered that with a great bit, is this in turn the bit?
Is the bit that there's no bit? Have we had this conversation before?
Is comedy just, it's a circle? And like time, it's a circle. It's everything's happening and not happening simultaneously. But Sean, what is weird news? Because comedy certainly doesn't happen here.
Never. You have spent the week gathering all of the most serious news stories from around the world, and we're about to break them down piece by piece, board by board, and dismantle them till they're a shell of themselves. And all that's left...
Conspiracy theories.
It is mostly conspiracy theories and tomfoolery. Is our wheelhouse. Usually towards the end of the show we head to Florida because that's where all the weirdest news happens.
So obviously we have to tackle all the strongest news stories. So this week we are starting with, I don't want to say a supernatural, Sean, but I am going to say the supernatural, a natural that is super.
Not just a regular natural.
No. I have man who claims to be vampire arrested by police officer, threatens to drink his blood. Okay,
it's all making sense so far. That's how a vampire would act in that scenario.
That's exactly what a vampire would say.
Just some rookie cop. Sir, this is all adding up.
He's doing the maths on the board. Fuck, vampire blood. Did he say anything about bats? If he says he's able to turn into a bat, we are done, sir.
He's just there shitting himself as they bring him in for a mugshot. Like, it's not real. It's not real.
He's gone completely white. Just sweat pouring down his face. Oklahoma City police were called to a 7-Eleven convenience store in response to a man who was threatening staff and customers last Thursday night. The man, later identified as James Pettyjohn. Petty John.
Okay, not serious John, just Petty John.
He's a bit of a dick, but he won't do anything that much. He's a bit harmless.
No, he'll hold a grudge, but
yeah,
he's harmless.
So James Pettyjohn was allegedly asking people in the 7-Eleven store if they were ready to die today. Straightforward,
I like it.
As a vampire, that's a pretty to the point question. Do you want to die? Are you ready to die?
See, that question doesn't even imply vampirism is the thing, though. Like, that could be just a man with a knife.
It could be a philosophical question as well. Are you ready to die? Have you done enough in your life to warrant that you're happy enough with death?
Is like a Fight Club kind of scenario, that after that they would then live their life to the fullest.
And they'd all become Edward Norton and at the same time somebody else.
I'm still not quite sure how that film worked out, yes.
So yeah, he says he was asking people were they ready to die today. Of course somebody called the police, and police say when they arrived he ran to a median on Northwest Expressway in front of On Q, which is a sentence I know all the words but never in that order.
No, that's not how roads work in Ireland.
He just ran to somewhere. Officers tried to make contact with Pettyjohn, but in response they've tracked him down. They're trying to make contact with him. Pettyjohn's response: he took his shirt off, kicked off his sandals, and took a fighting stance. Fuck.
Good God. Now, what is the fighting stance for a vampire? Is it like arms raised and fangs bared kind of thing?
Well, I think that is the natural fighting. It can't be kung fu. Like, it can't be Tekken style.
He's not putting up his dukes either. Like, if Dracula does not have boxing gloves.
And he's not crouching tiger it. Like, there's no way he's raising one leg.
I mean, thank God, because if he was...
because the sandals are off, so anything could go down.
The day the vampire learns the crane kick, we're all fucked.
We are all done. Police were able to grab his hands almost immediately and cuff him, though. So the fighting stance was only mostly there for show, really.
It was all leg work. You know, his hands were just like, literally, they were already behind his back.
Pettyjohn began pulling away and yelling that he was a vampire and he was going to bite the officer's neck and drink his blood. So, I mean, fuck.
Fair warning, like, he won't take you by surprise, this vampire. It's actually, you know, a vampire in mythology has to be invited into somewhere. So maybe there's like some other rule that he has to tell you he's going to drink your blood.
Like, he has to give you 2 hours notice so you know it's coming. It's like, but it's like
so you can get your affairs in order.
I'll be there between 12 and 3.
6 o'clock rolls around. Where the fuck is that vampire?
I stayed home from work all fucking day.
I need to take a shite now, and as soon as I do,
the doorbell's going to ring, and it's going to be a nightmare. I'm disgusted about the whole thing.
I wish I was killed by a vampire.
Anyway, sir, here's your new wardrobe. That's not fucking enough now. Is that enough now? I want to be dead by a vampire. So, while the officer was putting him in the car, Pettyjohn shouted that he was also going to spit in his face, but he didn't.
So he's a liar.
I'm going to spit in your face. And the officer's like, okay. Damn it, call my fucking bluff.
You know what? That's not on in these troubling times that we live.
You know I have no saliva, Greg. Damn it.
He got me again.
Vampires notoriously have no saliva.
That's why they drink so much.
Once in the car, police say Pettyjohn lunged forward and began yelling in the face of the officer, "I'm going to feast on your blood!" He screamed repeatedly. That's
not actually the full quote. He actually said, "I'm going to feast on your blood." Ah, ah, ah. Like the Count from Sesame Street.
2 police officers. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, jail. Shit.
And where did they find him, Connor? A 7-Eleven.
Good. 3 life sentences. Shit.
Oh, this isn't as funny as I thought.
He's like laughing in the courtroom. And then it just like slowly dies out. Wait, life sentences?
Life?
What? Police transported him to Baptist Hospital to get blood drawn to see if he exposed the officer to any diseases. After the test, officers booked him into the county jail and charged him for aggravated assault and battery on a police officer. But this could be the first known sighting of Dracula in modern times, and if that isn't the most, is the most telling symbol of 2020, I don't know what is.
I was just going to say, Dracula and vampires could be revealed to be walking among us, and I would not be surprised at this point.
It would be the 5th worst thing I'd heard this week.
Literally, very true. We had aliens confirmed back in May, and everyone is just cool with that.
Just chill. Just walked it right off. What can you do? So if they told us this man was a vampire, I'd be willing to believe him.
Yeah, like, why not? What, a bit of magic in the world could be what we need. Things were simpler when people feared vampires and witches, I think.
What, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 4?
I was thinking season 3 myself.
It's good. That's a good one.
You know, that season where all the shit happened?
Oh, you've never seen it, Sean. This is all lies. Nobody listens to him.
Sorry. I didn't mean to lie about watching Buffy. I just think it's aged fucking horribly.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm wagging my finger. How dare you? I'm more of an angel man myself.
Oh, like that movie with Tom Hanks
Oh no, you're ruining it!
Got him.
My question to you, Sean, is this man a vampire? If so, is he going to subsequently kill all of the officers in that station and then maybe take over the world?
Ooh, I don't think this particular man's going to take over the world, just a hunch. But as for whether or not he's a vampire, I think he might be a vampire, but I don't think he's the ringleader. I think he's part of some kind of coven.
Yeah, he was made yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he's like brand new and he thinks he's hardcore. But really, the most hardcore vampire is the one that stays home and does his taxes.
I think that's in Blade Trinity.
It's right after they go to that blood rave, then they come back and do their taxes.
And they all just stick on pairs of glasses and just start typing away on the calculators.
No, it'd be like a typewriter.
Blade, you are spending a fortune on trench coats. You're really going to need to just invest in one. Just invest in one and leave it.
And the dry cleaning bills, guys. Come on.
Stop going to blood raves. It's going to cost you a fortune.
It's all leather as well. It's hard to clean.
So I just wanted to start this week with a vampire because it's not normal we get people that just tell us that they are of supernatural qualities. Like this man, he hasn't just claimed to be a vampire. He has told us specifically, I am a vampire. He wore sandals. Then he realised a fight was about to break out, took his shirt off, got rid of the sandals, entered a fighting stance of the ancient vampires. Immediately lost the fight, but he won the war, I think.
I think so. He instilled fear. Like, they're never going to forget him. And that's how vampires live. Fear.
I thought it was blood.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. What am I thinking of?
Oh, fuck. I better rewrite my Twilight fanfiction. Oh, I've done it wrong.
Not again.
No. This is the 7th rewrite this week.
In one, he becomes Batman.
Oh, talking about trailers, Sean. Not to bring up Movie Mondays, but did I see that Batman trailer?
Batman trailer looks real fucking good. Listen to Movie Mondays if you want, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, we're moving on to our next piece of weird news, and that is stealthy thieves broke into a Japanese museum and stole $1 million yen. The museum in question is a ninja museum.
What?
Yes.
Of all the ones to break into, that's the best.
They broke into a ninja museum and stole $1 million yen, which is about 10 grand, or $9,500 or so.
But it's that's all well and good, Connor. But a ninja museum.
Yes, a ninja museum was broken into, but why I chose this specific article is that a lot of times in weird news, we have an article or a story where they write it, and then halfway through the article, they've run out of things to say.
Oh, I thought this was a wholesome ninja story.
They have a word count they have to hit. So you just have a few paragraphs in there about something that doesn't really need to do with the story.
Okay, I'm going to predict the things that they explain for no reason. All right?
We'll get to them, okay.
Okay. I think it's going to be Japan, ninjas, and museums.
Museums are places where people go to see things.
I think that's what's going to happen.
A ninja museum in central Japan had some stealthy visitors this week. Thieves who broke in and stole more than $1 million yen in the middle of the night. The Iga Ryu Ninja Museum, located in Iga City in... I'm going to butcher every part of this. Is dedicated to the history and practices of the ninja. It notified police after an alarm went off in the early hours of Monday morning. When police arrived, they found the museum entrance had been forced open, and the safe containing the money was missing.
And they looked at the gate that had been forced open, and they said, "This isn't the work of ninjas."
Do you think they thought it was ninjas immediately coming back to steal their own heirlooms?
I just... They travelled forward through time, and all the police were there geared up to have to fight like a gang of ninjas.
And there's one guy who's like, sir, this is mental. Surely we just try and solve it like there's just robbers there. Shut up, Timmy. There's definitely ninjas from the past here.
He takes his family's like ancestral sword off the wall and said, "I swore never again."
Never again. After the Great Battle of 1887, never again.
After we fought those vampires.
We fought all those vampires. The safe, which was stolen, I will say, was weighed more than 150 kilograms, or 330 pounds. And it held admission fees from more than 1,000 visitors. But they say it was a 3-minute job, said an official at the museum.
Wow.
Who requested anonymity for privacy reasons.
That sounds like a ninja. Sorry.
That's exactly what a ninja would say. I don't want to get into it, but he's from the past.
That's a man. Yeah, exactly. Because if they said his name was like, I don't know, Ninja McGee, and then someone looked him up, they'd find an old like charcoal sketch of him standing in front of Japan.
How were all the ninjas able to tell each other apart if their first names was always Ninja?
I mean, one of them was a Fortnite streamer.
True. He was the first. He didn't have a second name.
Oh my god, it's gonna like Ninja the streamer is gonna time travel back.
Fuck.
And start like the ninjas from the Edo period of Japan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And so he becomes Ninja numero uno.
King Ninja, I think they call him. King
Ninja. Yeah. King Shark, King Ninja. They'll fight for years.
And when they stop fighting, the world will end.
It was planned, he said. They must have scoped us out and singled us out. Also, if you were a ninja who time travelled to the future, we're better to learn to get a job than the museum for the ninjas. I'm just saying. Part of the museum's appeal is that it's tucked inside a forest, but this also makes it a better target for thieves, as it's largely hidden from view once night falls. The museum security camera showed a car pulling up to the building on the night of the robbery, and a man climbing out of the passenger seat. He walked towards the camera and tilted it down, so it only filmed the ground for the rest of the night. The official added that the heist had occurred just as visitors were beginning to return to the museum over the summer holidays. So he says this is really terrible, obviously, because of the whole global bastard. They had just reopened.
Oh, now, shit.
Here's the thing, Sean. This is where we're going to take the turn, right? So just bear with me.
Right.
Known for their secrecy and high levels of skill, ninjas were masters of espionage, sabotage, assassination, and guerrilla warfare.
Okay, sounds slightly relevant.
Dating back to at least the 14th century. They were fabled as hired assassins and have been steeped in history and lore for centuries.
But they're going on about ninjas a bit here.
No, they might go back to the story here now. I just really want to know about the robbery again. Now the story. They're an established part of Japan's tourism and entertainment industries. Theatre and pantomime groups often perform ninja acts and scenes in full costume. Okay,
that's fine, but what about the robbery?
That's it. That's all there is. Iga, the city where the museum is located, is known as the centre for ninja enthusiasts. According to local legend, it was once home to the famous Iga clan of ninjas.
Oh, okay, that's somewhat relevant in that it referenced the place that the robbery happened.
Iga is where ninja used to live, said one advisor to the CNN. The climate of this area created the very nature of ninja.
The climate, as in the weather?
It just didn't rain a lot. If it rains, those outfits get so soggy.
Oh, they're heavier than they need to be at that point.
You try and make a murder happen when you're squelching.
And
it's very hard.
If it's too sunny, all that black is going to get warm.
Oh, you'd be roasted. I'm roasted alive.
You'd be cooking
but the question
your own
remains,
clothes.
just how did the would-be thieves manage to take the safe completely from the property without alerting anyone, and how did they do it so quickly?
Those are my questions, that's true. Can you answer them?
Well, they're my questions to you.
Oh, right, okay.
If the safe is £330 or 150 kgs, That is a very heavy safe. And they pulled off the robbery in 3 minutes.
How many people... Did they have an estimate of how many people there were?
No. Well, they seen one car pull up. It could have been a clown car, so there could be a possible 35 suspects.
That's such an involved joke. I love it. Okay, we'll say like 4 people in a car.
Yeah. As would be the norm. 5 at a max.
5 at a max, but then you have to fight over the middle seat, and who wants that?
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I think maybe now, and forgive me, Connor, if I'm taking some leaps here, but I think they've attempted such a robbery before, but they wound up in Takeshi's castle.
Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
And then, for those not familiar with Takeshi's Castle, it was a Japanese show, the game show from the 80s about a massive obstacle course, and it came over to like Ireland and the UK in the early 2000s. But I think that they've completed Takeshi's Castle, and so now have like the strength of 10 men because they've been through so much. So they just picked up the safe. Just one of them. They could have done it by alone.
Yeah, he actually just kicked it like a football out the door.
What he actually did, he lifted it up, threw it, and shouted Kobe before it landed perfectly in the boot of his car.
He hit a sweet fadeaway. He was jumping backwards as he did it.
Oh, it was like the end of Space Jam, lads.
Oh, it was unreal. I think they need to get this guy into the NBA or jail.
I mean, you can't contain him in jail. He's completed Takeshi's Castle, Connor.
Well, that's a story you've come up with. But here's the thing, it's a ninja museum. Is there anything more ironic than stealing something in a very stealthy way from the museum that represents ninjas?
I think they have to respect it, and I think anyone who works in that museum, if they're not all ninjas, anyone who works
they're all
in
looking around going, should have seen it coming, fuck's sake.
Oh, he did the classic move of being a ninja.
Damn it, we see them every day.
Do you think it was an inside job, one of the ninjas getting compensation?
I'm not saying it was, I'm just saying it definitely is, yes.
Okay, well look, I'm glad you clarified that. I was really confused for a second there.
Yeah. But I think museum.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say there is a new ninja museum in Japan that has been robbed of 10 grand just in terms of a stealth way, and I just think they probably should have been more aware. They probably definitely... Also, how did they steal a full safe without alerting one security guard in the museum?
I don't know, see, they had just opened, so maybe not all the staff was back, but surely of all the staff you bring back the security guard.
For the museum.
For the priceless, like, irreplaceable historical artefacts, I would say guard those.
I would get maybe the descendants of ninjas as the security.
But they're all on the police force.
Oh, I think you're making some leaps.
Much like in the game show Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, okay, right, we're moving on. The next story. Naked man caught on CCTV video showering in Sunshine Coast car wash.
Oh, that's an industrial level shower.
Yeah. Jeff Bowen from Parkland's Car and Dog Wash in Meriden Plains arrived at work earlier this month to find a water gun left on the ground. I just quickly looked at it, the CCTV, to see if anything needs attention, and I saw that, and I backtracked from there, he told the news. In the footage he found the man, earlier on the day, holding his hand over his crotch, grabs a hose from the wall, and then hands it to his companion, filming on their phone. He then proceeds to duck, dive and dodge repeatedly as he is blasted with the chemicals and chased by the other man who later throws the water gun down.
That's what I'm thinking. That is chemicals they use in the car wash.
Yeah. Oh, it is, yes. It's not just a shower. Mr. Bowen said the nude dude was captured moving to the self-serve bay because he needed to rinse off. The first one it comes out is a high pH. That dissolves grime and bird droppings, he said. The next one is a neutralizer, a low pH. He was in the machine and he kept moving, so the sensor detected there's something wrong here and shut the machine off. Asked if it would be burning, Mr. Bowen said, "Yeah, I would reckon," which is the most Australian response to "fucking hell yes."
Oh yeah, you would definitely like have not just burns, but chemical burns after that.
Yeah. His next response was, so remember his first line is, "Yeah, I would reckon." He then proceeds to actually tell you what it would be like, and the "yeah, I would reckon" seems a bit smaller in comparison to what his next sentences are, because he says, "Yeah, I would reckon. To do that, you'd have to be young and have young skin. What can you do?" He said, "He'd be on fire. It'd be like chili juice all over your skin."
Oh no! Oh no! Because I was thinking high pH, like that's
acidic.
Like bleach. No,
yeah.
It's the other side of things.
Oh,
basic.
not the other thing. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
But Connor, you're correct, because just after the bleach, they then hit him with the acid. To neutralise things.
You gotta neutralise the bleach. You know what I mean?
And then I like how he's like doing this, but he also covers his modesty with a hand over the crotch.
Also, it's a two-person job. He turns up to the car wash naked. His friend is fully clothed. He then proceeds to give his friend the hose, and his friend begins to wash him down using that thing that I could only assume is firing pure bleach at this man's body.
All over his delicate arse.
Yeah. Not my bum.
I wouldn't be surprised though if you search car wash shower on TikTok to see that pop up all of a sudden.
Oh, that's a good point. It's definitely anything. See, I'm always at a loss every single week with weird news where someone does something dumb and I'm like, oh, that's really ridiculous, and then I go in and they say the same line is, "This is a current TikTok trend that is moving around the internet." I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, like we back in the good old days, we didn't cover the Tide Pod epidemic because
people were just dumb.
It was just dumb, and it was just a stupid internet challenge. Which used to be like wholesome, where it's just like, have a teaspoon of cinnamon, it might kill you. But now
it's wholesome.
Yes, the Darwin Awards.
To you, that's wholesome.
Look, it was a funny video.
Yeah,
hundreds of people nearly died.
Do you remember the water bucket challenge? That was good.
That was great.
The ice bucket challenge.
Everyone one-upping each other. Celebrities, they're just like us.
Just like the common man, they get cold too.
Thanks, Ellen.
There's nothing going to happen to you, Ellen. You're too good.
You can ride this wave of success indefinitely.
Unless you specifically do a series of events that people kind of reveal that you are in bad taste. If that happens, I mean, it's very, very... There's low chances of it happening, Ellen.
Unlikely.
That would be bad. Very unlikely. You're America's sweetheart.
Connor, I've seen ahead to the future of 2020. And the biggest thing I have to warn you about is that Ellen has a fall from grace.
Yeah. Imagine you came back to 2018, you're like, guys, get around. Ellen's not that great. Okay, goodbye. I only have time for one reveal.
You can send one piece of information back to the past.
Turns out she's a bit of a bitch. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Did he say something about a pandemic? No, not really. He's like, yeah, I was going to tell you about the pandemic, but nothing to do with that.
He said, don't go see Finding Dory.
That's weird. That is weird. Let's all go see Finding Nemo again.
Oh,
see what happens.
It's happened.
So yeah, the guy says, yeah, I would reckon it'd be like chili juice on your skin, which I think doesn't deserve a yeah, I would reckon. I think it would deserve a fuck yeah, that man is burning to death.
Yeah, because if you've ever had... I often make the mistake of, if I eat anything spicy, first thing I do is I touch my eyes.
You're a big eye toucher.
I'm a big eye toucher. I just love it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, I'm in pain for hours. So imagine that, but all over your body all at once, in every crevice of your body.
Yeah, that's not. It's a power hose that he's being sprayed with.
It's gonna, like, even to be sprayed with, like, a pressure washer, that would hurt. That shit can clean brick.
Because he's also spraying him from about, I would say, maybe 4 feet, maybe 10 feet.
Yeah, but even 10 feet, like, this is designed to blast dried mud off of cars.
Yeah,
which are made of metal.
The first pH was high because it dissolves grime and bird droppings from metal.
Anything that can dissolve anything, I don't think you want on your skin.
Don't put it anywhere near your skin. So this man in Australia is still out and about. He's still in the wilderness. He's just been found on this CCTV footage, turning up with his friend, possibly, I can only assume, dying, or having his skin burned off, and then never being seen again.
I mean, people pay a lot of money for a chemical peel, you know?
I think he paid very little money, but also screams. He paid it in years of his life left.
Yeah, but look how clean his bones are.
Specifically his bones.
That's all that's
The
left.
bones are so clean.
Look, at least they did it as friends. It wasn't just him on his own, like solo showering.
Yeah. This is about friendship, really.
This is a friendship story.
I'm just surprised he found someone who's as dumb as him. No, actually he's not, because clearly the friend was like, no, you do it.
Yeah, you do it. I'll film you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spray you. Honestly, I don't feel up to it right now. I'll do it tomorrow. We'll come back and do it tomorrow.
I'm definitely the one who'd end up under the hose, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. I just wanted to know where we stood, Connor.
I'd be like, you're not joining my gang unless you do it. My cool gang.
I want to join a gang. A gang's like a podcast, right?
It is. Okay, we're going to move on to our next piece of news. And this is, witnesses catch alleged attempted burglar in cast net in Immokalee.
What?
Witnesses catch alleged burglar in a cast net.
Oh, as in they threw a net out and caught a burglar.
They threw a net out and caught a burglar, Sean.
What? That's a cartoon that they're living in.
Yes! What? Yes, it is!
I didn't understand at first, but now I'm on board.
So 2 Immokalee men likely got their biggest catch of the summer on Thursday when they netted a burglar. Silverio Sanchez Ramirez, 18.
Great name.
His great name was arrested shortly before midnight after attempting to break into a vehicle, according to the county sheriff's office. Deputies responded to El Paso Trail for a man who was attempting to break into a vehicle within a fenced yard of a residence. 2 witnesses heard a loud sound and saw Sanchez Ramirez trying to open a vehicle's door, ripping off the windshield wipers, and then he began punching the windshield in frustration.
What had that windshield done to him?
One witness shouted to the other, who found Sanchez Ramirez hiding in the bushes about 25 feet from the vehicle. As the witnesses approached him, he fled around the house and jumped a fence. One witness jumped the fence and threw a cast net over Sanchez Ramirez while he was running, holding him down.
I was often amazed at how people could get caught in nets, and I think a lot of it is that you're just never expecting to be trapped in a net.
There's never one scenario in my life where I was like, a full net is going to fall on me here.
It's like,
and there's
I better
no way
be
I'm
prepared for the net, lads.
Nobody brings their penknives anymore. You can't get out of the nets.
No, you're trapped in there forever. And if you try and rip them, you hurt your hands.
I only have a shitty mobile phone, not the near bit of knife on it.
There's no app for this.
I'll just order Uber Eats. It'll be here soon.
This is my life now. I've set this up as an Airbnb in Dublin. $2,000 a night.
So, that's pretty cheap. So that's for Dublin prices, I mean, you're giving it away.
Oh, it's free.
So they threw the net on this man, Sanchez Ramirez, who I can only assume, as the thief, did not expect the net to come out.
No.
He gets the net thrown on top of him, holding him down. The man is then said, Sanchez Ramirez, he is said to have challenged the men to several fights while being held under the net, and then tried to bargain his way out of the trap. He repeatedly told the men he worked for the FBI and was also famous.
I don't think you have much of a bargaining chip when you're trapped under a net.
Because he's on his stomach, I can only assume.
Yeah, like, and so his first... You have to admire, his first port of call is fight me. And when those several attempts fail, he moves on to threats.
No, he moves on to trying to buy his way out of it.
Sorry,
so I think he goes straight to... I think you should go straight to bargaining. Like, to start with, I'm going to kill you and your family. I'll give you a tenner. Go on, let me out.
Yeah, you've swayed the conversation already.
I think you've already set them on the wrong path. They're not going to like you.
No, you start with, here, look, would you like some cake? And when he inevitably...
Where's he going to get cake?
I make a great cake. You'd love it. All I need... See, what I need to not be under a net in order to make this cake.
Yeah.
So
and if I was to get money, I can't reach into my pockets currently due to the fact that I'm under a net.
Yeah.
So if you could let me out of the net, I could then give you $30 to go buy me cake materials.
Exactly. Now, you see, the common denominator in both of these problems is that I'm under a net.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'll kill you.
I work for the FBI.
I work for the FBI and I'm a murderer. And I'm also famous.
I'm a rogue cannon, okay?
I like it. Who is famous working for the FBI? Like, I don't think those things work.
Yeah, actually, when you say it like that. Do you think celebrities have been brought in on FBI operations? Here's the conspiracy theory part of this show.
Okay, let's go. Go on.
Sure, like, because if they have one thing, they have access. They can get anywhere. I think this is the plot of Zoolander. But...
Oh, I think that's the plot of Zoolander and that movie with Chris Rock where he has a twin brother and then he joins the FBI. I don't know what that's called.
No idea what that's called.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It's quite like... it's literally the plot of The Interview with Seth Rogen.
It is. Yeah, do you think celebrities have been taken in by the FBI? I don't think they would take in Cruise because
I was just thinking. Thinking Cruise.
No, you couldn't take Cruise. He's too much of a wild card. Like, you wouldn't be able to hold him down.
But the thing is, he will kill himself in the field, and he won't care.
If you gave him a pill, they're like, take this if you get caught. He would eat it.
He'd be eating them like Tic Tacs, man. He doesn't.
Foam just flowing from his mouth. Not a care in the world.
Just
I'm
going
to do the next Mission
the
Impossible 10 next week.
Oh, it's so good. I don't think they actually have, but I think someone in the FBI has thought of that idea.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is in the FBI.
Tom Hanks is the FBI. He's the head of the FBI.
If Tom Hanks asked me any secret, I would tell him.
But the thing is about Tom, I don't think he'd ever ask.
No, you just know. Tom would sit down and he would just look at you and you just spill everything you'd ever hidden from anyone.
Yeah, he'd Goodwill Hunting me. Where he'd get me to confess everything.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. When I was 7, I did this.
Yeah, but specifically talk to me about the diamonds.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It isn't my fault that I killed all those people.
Yeah, I did murder all those people, but now that Tom Hanks has told me, okay then. Okay, we're going to have to move on to our next piece of news, and that is, man calls 911, threatens to blow up dope house in Melbourne, police say.
Dope house? As in a marijuana facility?
Yes, a marijuana facility.
Okay, and why would he blow such a place up?
A 56-year-old man is behind bars on since Wednesday, after police say he threatened to blow up a drug house in Melbourne. Officers with the Melbourne Police Department responded to a wooded area near the 3000 block of the Lady Drive, everyone's favourite drive.
Oh, it was a toss-up there between drive and block, and I'm glad you went drive.
After a man called 911 and made a bomb threat, dispatchers say Jerry Lloyd called 911 around 9 p.m, reporting a drug house in the Sherwood subdivision. He said he was going to blow this house up and to give him 6 minutes to run away from the scene, according to the arrest report.
He's said this.
He said in the call to the dispatcher, "Give me 6 minutes to get away and I'll get rid of your drug problem." The dispatcher responded, "All right, I'll give you 7."
Dispatcher's the coolest motherfucker.
No cares given whatsoever. Yeah, we'll give you 8. Go on.
Go on, round it up. Round it up to 10. Have a day off for yourself.
Look, 10. I will definitely find you. So go for it.
What? And so the guy making the bomb threat, his whole thing was that, like, I'm doing the police a good service and I'm going to tell them so that they reward me.
Yes, he's like calling it in early for the promotion.
Right, well, I don't think that's how it works. I think they discourage, certainly, vigilante justice, and secondly, bombs.
Bombs, I think, step 1. Do not be blowing things up. They're not going to be happy with you. Now, if you ring them, you say there's a drug house there. They're like, okay. You tell them there's a drug house there, ... I'm about to blow it up with a bomb. Slightly less enthusiastic about the call.
Yes, suddenly the drug house is lower on their list of concerns.
Oh, you're saying there's a bomb in the neighbourhood? Yeah, well, I've set it. Oh, that's worse.
Right, okay, we're going to focus on that just as a group. Where are you?
In the brief records show he also repeatedly made threats. Give me 7 minutes to let me do my job and get it over with, he said. I'm just going to blow it up.
I don't think that's his job.
Look, he's taken it upon himself. Officers later found Lloyd at a campsite in the woods and took him into custody, according to a report. Officers say once in custody, Lloyd spontaneously said, "You know, that house is a dope house." Lloyd
they said, "Yep, we know."
Thankfully it's still there, Lloyd. Lloyd was taken to a nearby hospital for medical clearance. They found no signs of a bomb near the home or at Lloyd's campsite, so he did not have a bomb in any way, but his threat was, there's a house across the road, I'm going to blow it up, give me 6 minutes. Just give me 6 and we'll call it even and I'll get away. Officer said, you can have 7. Their operator was like, fair enough, we'll call your bluff.
Do you know what, Lloyd? Sound man.
And to be fair, he needed a lot more because they were there in a few minutes and he still got arrested.
And he was just sitting at a campsite.
Yeah, waiting for them. He actually had a big sign that said, I'm Lloyd, because he wanted the big high five.
Hi, it's me, Lloyd, the guy who rang earlier.
Hi again, it's Lloyd. Nice to see you here.
Bet you didn't think you'd see me again.
The officer's like, I've never seen you before in my life. That's what you think, officer. I've been hiding in your garbage bins for weeks.
Lloyd!
Looking at you. Oh, garbage man Lloyd. What a dude.
There's that old joke of the guy calls the police several times and says there's burglars in his yard. And they say, oh, all our officers are busy right now. And then he rings back and says, don't worry about those last few calls, I've shot him. And then suddenly the house is surrounded by police officers. Yeah. I think he's taken that joke a bit too seriously.
Do you think he's gone to the extreme there where he said, oh, there's a bomb here, you better get here?
I think this is a man he'll just escalate a situation to ensure that he gets the attention that he wants.
Because there was never any bomb, but he did say, give me 6 minutes to get away. But his grand escape was to go and sit at a campsite.
Well, he wanted to watch the show, you know?
Yeah, for the bomb that never was.
The bomb that never was, that's the name of the play. Yeah. He's in a play at the minute.
He's on Broadway.
He's a method actor.
He's Andrew Lloyd Webber. My God.
It's not often you get an Andrew Lloyd Webber reference. Fair play, Conor.
Not really, because not many people are called Lloyd.
It's true.
So we're moving on to our next news story, and we are going to Florida. Now, I have two stories from Florida this week. I didn't know which one to choose, but this one is a bit mental, and so I said I'd start with this. This is Florida woman lawyer led police on a chase, then reeled off celebrity names, deputies say.
Oh, okay. So we're talking aliases here.
Reena Patel Sanders, 38, faces felony fleeing and eluding police, felony drug possession, and misdemeanor driving under the influence. The drug charge against the plantation attorney is because of 4 doses of cannabis-infused gummy worms deputies found inside a purse on the passenger side of her car.
How many gummy worms is in a dose, I want to know?
I don't know. I really don't.
If it's 1, that's 4 gummy worms. You know, but if it's like 50, that's a fuck ton of gummy worms.
So, early Monday afternoon, Sanders was in jail in Key West with no bond information available. According to Deputy Corbin Heradeki's report, he clocked Sanders driving the Lexus 80 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour zone
Too fast.
around 12:30 a.m. Heradeky pulled behind her with his overhead car lights on as he slowed down. But then she accelerated to 90 miles per hour, he wrote in his report. So she slowed down, she seen the police, then she immediately sped back up, just to make sure.
Yeah, just check the rear view. It's like, that is the police, off I go.
So the Lexus turned right on the Knights Key Boulevard, everyone's second favourite boulevard.
What's their first favourite boulevard, Connor?
Broken Dreams.
Fuck, I knew you'd do it.
The chase continued on residential streets until Sanders lost control of her car. While cuffed, Heradeky and another deputy said Sanders showed several signs of impairment and smelled strongly of alcohol. She also began to say the names of celebrities, according to the report. During the encounter, Rita was shouting obscenities at the deputies, and then took another strange tactic, and began to name off famous actors that she knew, such as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Owen Wilson, and Ryan Reynolds, Heradeky wrote. When asked why she fled from me, Rita stated, she was scared and also a tiny bit drunk.
A tiny bit? Just a tiny bit? Like the regular amount you're allowed to drive with?
According to Miami Herald Archive, she focuses her practice on real property litigation. The deputies took Sanders to the Marathon Sheriff's office, where she asked when she would be going back to her hotel room. I advised Rita she was going to jail on a litany of charges. Rita insisted she was not going to jail and insisted instead that we get pizza. She again talked about how she hung out with multiple celebrities and said she worked for a big law firm. Medics arrived at Sanders' request to treat scrapes to her knees. Heradeky said were for her being dragged from the car and cuffed when she refused to get out of it. But she refused medical attention, Heradeky said, saying she would bandage them herself when she got back to her hotel room.
Oh, I like her tactic there.
I again advised Rita she was going to jail and she was indeed not going to her hotel room, which she stated she was not going to jail and she was indeed going to her hotel room.
I mean, she's sticking to her plan. I mean, it's admirable.
Sanders refused to submit to a blood alcohol test at the substation, according to the report. So, Sean, there's a lot to tackle here. Why is this woman naming The Rock, Owen Wilson and Ryan Reynolds in her arrest?
Presumably they're like people she's met and she thinks that they'll help her get away from the police.
Yeah. The Rock. The Rock is going to help this woman.
Yeah. You know, it's tough because it's a certain, like, they're recent enough as actors, aren't they? So, was she... What law does she specialise in? Is it real estate? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, real estate, real property litigation.
Right, do you think she helped him buy a house or something? She's like, oh, they're my friends.
Yeah, she's friends with all of these people, and so in turn they will help her when she gets really drunk and high on gummy bears and then goes driving.
Any Hollywood A-lister would like to tie themselves to that situation, that's true.
Especially The Rock.
Oh, nicest man in Hollywood, The Rock. Loves a bit of controversy.
Bet he works for the FBI though.
Oh, he definitely... That's another film he's been in.
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy.
Oh, if he's in enough films, eventually, when he does become Jumanji, no one will suspect.
When he becomes Jumanji.
Yeah, when he does become the Race to Witch Mountain.
When he becomes that movie Get Smart.
Is he in Get Smart?
I think he's in Get Smart. Is that with Steve Carell?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know he was
and
in
Anne
that.
Hathaway. No, he is, yeah.
Fuck, jeez, he's an accomplished man.
Welcome to the jungle, man. So, I think that was called The Rundown in some other places.
Really?
Yeah, I think it had a different name. But she says specifically, so why she's not going to jail. She's going to get some pizza. Why don't we just go get some pizza? And then when she had scrapes on her knee, she said, "Don't worry about it, officer. I'll get it when I get back to the hotel room."
Is that a good or bad
tactic?
It's a classic lawyer move, because she's like, "Oh, I'll save you the hassle." And that's why I'll do it. Not because I want to go home.
I'm looking out for you here. If I stay here, paperwork. But if I go home, I get pizza and I'll sort myself out. You don't even need to worry about me.
I'll send you some pizza, don't worry about it.
Don't you worry, officer. Do you think this woman is guilty, or maybe she has been framed?
I mean, categorically, she was the only one in the car while drunk, and probably I.
Car could have framed her.
Car can't do that, Connor.
Sorry, what? Is Herbie not real? Sorry, just really quickly.
No, sorry, Herbie Fully Loaded is real. The other Herbie movies are fictional.
Jesus, I nearly had my heart skip a beat there.
I didn't mean to do that to you. I didn't mean it.
No, wives. It's strange. I don't see Lindsay driving around that car anymore.
Well, the car does its own thing, you know. That's the whole thing. That's Herbie's whole deal.
She sent Herbie off to college.
It's like the end of Old Yeller.
Get out of here, Herbie.
It's just fucking Herbie beeping sadly.
No, I don't like you anymore, Herbie. Go on,
you stupid car.
No, and everyone thought Lindsay Lohan had just like a rough few years. She was devastated about losing Herbie.
They're best friends since whenever that movie came out.
Since 2005.
Was it 2005? I don't know.
No, I have no idea. Okay, we're going to move on to our last weird news story of the week, Sean. And this is classic Florida man doing bad things and then somehow doing good things, but then doing the stupidest thing possible with that good fortune. Florida man arrested for cashing in winning lottery ticket at gas station he stole it from previously.
Oh no. How much was it? Please don't tell me it was life-changing money.
A Florida man was recently arrested for trying to cash in a winning lottery ticket at the same store that he had stolen it and several others from, according to the police. In a statement posted to Facebook, the Clearwater Police Department in Florida wrote, "For most people, it's their lucky day when they get a winning scratch-off lottery ticket." The man who attempted to cash in the stolen ticket was identified by police as Herbert McClellan. That's McClellan.
McClellan?
McClellan. McClellan.
Okay, a Scotsman.
You're telling me your family's second name is McClellan and you think first name will go with Herbert for the baby? Have you ever seen a baby Herbert?
Herbie. The car.
Herbie, this is a car. Lindsay, where are you?
It's the Herbie model McClellan.
Oh, of course. Of Clearwater, Florida. McClellan is accused of stealing 13 scratch-off lottery tickets from a Speedway convenience store, according to the police. One of those tickets was a $30 winner.
Oh my god.
It's worse than a life-changing amount.
It is, because it's so insignificant to go to jail over.
Shortly after going back to the same store, Speedway employees who remembered him from before called the Clearwater Police Department. He was arrested shortly after officers arrived at this store. Following the arrest, McClellan was charged with petty theft and dealing in stolen property. It's safe to say it was not his lucky day, the police wrote on their Facebook post.
Oh my god, so many like and heart emojis.
Heart emoji, and they got a few memes back, I'd say, or memes as my mum would say.
Oh lord, she would she? Oh no.
Despicable Me minions, what?
Like, would you not just go to another shop? It's a classic tale of Florida man being caught for the most insignificant and stupid reason.
He went into that store and he stole, which he would have worn no mask because they recognised him. So he walked into the store, no nothing to hide his identity, stole 13 lottery scratch-off tickets,
Unlucky.
ran home. It's unlucky. I'm sure he just took a handful, but he ran home, scratched them all off, won $30, and somewhere in his head thought, well, I may bring it back to the store now.
Well, it's on the way.
Yeah, it's on my way to the bank.
But the only thing that could be worse is if he stood outside, scratched them, and then went back inside.
They never lost sight of him. He just walked outside to the fence and just started scratching them off.
So, like, from their perspective, he just walked outside, started scratching, cheered, and walked back inside.
Like a little fist pump. Yes!
Oh, savage. Nice one.
$30, yes!
Oh, no, I'm in chains.
Is $30... How much would it take for you to go back to the store?
To the same store? I don't think I would. I want to give myself
Yeah.
that credit that I wouldn't be that thick.
Because any other store, he would have got away with it.
Yeah, and it would have been like, oh, that's a lucky day for you. Well done.
Yeah. But to go back to the same store, there has to have been another store in Florida. Wherever he is.
Florida's a big place, like.
I think there's at least 2 shops in Florida. At least.
But do they all, cash lottery tickets?
That's a good point. That's a good point, well made. I didn't think that through.
Yes.
I think Florida man will always find a way to make it worse. Like, it's not even a bad crime, it's just sad. What are you in here for? I'm here for murder. What about you? I robbed a scratch-off lottery ticket, won $30, and returned back to the same store.
Oh, Jesus, that's... Oh,
He
you're
immediately becomes king of the prison.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, this guy's hardcore.
Fucking hell. The balls on this guy. He went back to the same store. Fucking hell.
We can't make him afraid of us.
Damn you, Herbie McClellan.
Beep, beep.
Sean, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
What a week of weird news. It's been
Yeah.
We started with vampires and we ended with idiots, so...
Yeah.
It's a standard
technically
Wednesday.
vampires can be dumb too.
That's true, but they always have this weird fucking, like, grace about them.
Yeah, it's a bit of an airs and grace. It's kind of like, I'm better than you. I don't like that.
I don't like that
I
either.
think that's the worst character of a vampire. They're airs and graces.
You hear that, vampires? We're coming for you next.
Don't eat me, please.
Don't suck my blood. Will I take
I don't
us
mind you eating me. Just don't do it in a fucking cocky way.
Yeah, just be down to earth about it.
Yeah, fuck it. Do you want to take us out?
I will. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesday. Big thank you to all of our patrons who support us over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. Everyone who supports us over there is so amazing, and we really appreciate all that they do. We're also on all of the social medias. They're all linked in the description, or you can email us heroesforhire_@outlook.com. But the best way you can ever support the show is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just the one.
But I think that's about it, Connor.
I think that is. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Meehan.
I will see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.